Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. A quick request, kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching for the first time and click the notification bell. Please give this video a thumbs up and share our videos, and I'll be glad. To all our subscribers and our supporters, allow me to thank you in a very special way. Our channel is growing courtesy of your unwavering support. Ladies and gentlemen, the return of Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president of Kenya, into the political scene has caused a lot of storm within the ruling coalition. This is giving them sleepless nights. Uhuru Kenyatta has returned against the backdrop of a lot of blame game that every social, political, and economic problems that we're going through emanated from his era when he was the president. And he has come at a time when many people are now looking at this regime, at this government, at the president as a man who is lying to us, a man who cannot confront, his problems, because everything has been laid bare. And when Uhuru Kenyatta came back, he met his Jubilee brigade, and he has announced that he's not going to let it go. And you've seen a vibrant of activities within the Jubilee party. They have gone at the grassroots level, and they are trying to resuscitate the party. Yesterday, Uhuru and Mama Margaret made some impromptu visit to Karimenu Dam, a dam which is one of the mega projects of William Ruto, but a dam that began in 2018, I think, when Uhuru was still in power. So he is making certain moves that are not really pleasant to the Kenya Kwanza regime. Of course, we can't forget the fact that he announced very categorically that he is in Azimio to stay, and this is causing a lot of fear within the ruling coalition.
I want to tell you the fear of the former head of state by KK is so little. It is part of what you saw from those rebels of Jubilee. They have been sent by the same team.
As a result of that fear, the number two, as he's now being referred to, has decided that he's not going to sit back and watch Uhuru make those maneuvers, because already it is being said that Uhuru is planning to visit his home turf, Gatundu, to thank the members there for standing with him for the 10 years that he was in power, especially those who stood by his side when William Ruto caused a political storm when he was painting the whole of the region yellow. With all this, the NI report is revealing that the Uhuru Kenyatta's popularity within Central is growing, and so the number two has decided to craft certain machinations to ensure that he counters and stops Uhuru Kenyatta. And one of the things that he did very fast was to meet Sabina Jeremiah Kioni, Kanini Kega, and the rebel team to ensure that they wrestle the Jubilee party from Uhuru Kenyatta, because you've seen people like Pauline Njoroge going around to popularize this Jubilee party, and as they do that, they are accusing Rebellion.Gachagua of not using his position to talk about issues that are bedeviling the Mount Kenya fraternity, the Mount Kenya people. And so one thing that they believe is that if Jubilee party is taken away from Uhuru Kenyatta, then maybe his wings shall have been cut.
And that the relevant party organs will take action against some of our former officials who are interfering with the leadership of the committee membership of our MCAs in different county assemblies. And we want to urge our MCAs not to be intimidated.
That Jubilee now has been recognized as a parliamentary party. And we want to really thank the wise leadership of the National Assembly. We are still moving around to make sure that Jubilee is also recognized even at the county level.
Kama wale ambao wengine walikuwa nafikiri wanasumbua Jubilee ndio ififie, they are now shocked beyond belief. They are shocked beyond belief. And that is why I'm told they would want to call people to Nairobi instead of going to the ground. Si waende kule ground waseme Jubilee, kama kwanza wale walichaguliwa na Jubilee, they are still the elected members of Jubilee. Go and popularize.
The other thing that Uhuru is doing through his party, of course, is that they are reminding people that the UDA party is a party of the Rift Valley. And so they are saying that in any case, should anything happen, then Ruto will run away with that party and they will remain partyless. And so they are telling people, come home, because the train is almost moving. If you are left behind, it will be upon you. They are also using this opportunity to tell people that despite the fact that people are going through a lot of predicaments, the basic commodities have got their prices, skyrocketing, a lot of taxes, they are telling people all is not lost, and they want to unite so that come 2027, they want to kick away William Samoei Ruto. So that is exactly what is happening. And if you look at some of the things that are now happening, immediately the Jubilee wing that belongs to the rightful owners, if you ask me, Uhuru Kenyatta wing, decided to popularize the party, going to Lamu, talking about Nyamakima, talking about the problems that they face in the whole country. This other wing, led by the saboteurs, people like Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega, also, held a press conference, and they were saying that the Jubilee belongs to them. Let me tell you something. If Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega strongly believe that they've got the wherewithal, they've got the capacity to own Jubilee party, if they feel that they are loved by their people, let them begin their own party. They are in government, so to speak. Let them go and register a party and rally Mount Kenya behind the new party. Let them not try to eat from the sweat of Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru has really invested in this party, of course, together with the other efforts of many other people. Let them not come wasidandie party ya wenyewe. If you believe, I like what Raila did. When was that? Was that 1992 or something? When they were wrestling with the late Michael Kijana Wamalwa after Jaramogi Oginga Odinga died, and they were wrestling who owns that party. Raila, very ambitious then, wanted to be, I think, the Secretary General to own it. Kijana Wamalwa, together with people like Orengo, were there with Jaramogi before he died, so they belonged to the other side. After a lot of altercation, Raila decided, I'm quitting and I'm beginning my own party. If you believe in my political ideologies, let us work together. And he did that. In the coalition government, when after 2002, when Raila formed a government with Mwai Kibaki, and there were cries of some MOUs that were never respected, Raila decided, I'm tired of this, and he quit. And those who believed in him worked with him. The most honorable thing to do when you believe in yourself is to resign, is to go it alone. This has been the problem of even the ODM rebels who want to go and meet William Ruto, and when the party tries to expel them or suspend them, to go and seek a fresh mandate from the people because you believe in yourself, they run to court, the political parties tribunal, to look into their issues. It means you want to double deal, but you don't have the capacity to stand on your own. And I think it is very preposterous for Sabina Chege and the team to try and pretend that they want to take the party. Even if Uhuru decide today to leave them with that party, that would be the end of it. You remember when the Kenya Kwanza team charged goons to go and invade his Northland farm? They were attacking his son, that he had some illegal firearms, and removing security from the man. He decided to go and take a sabbatical political leave. He went to the UK, and it died because they didn't have an enemy. If Uhuru decides to give them that party, there's nothing they will do with it. The other thing that they have decided to do is that they are threatening Uhuru that if he continues to politic, then he will lose his retirement benefits in accordance with the law. But it seems Uhuru is adamant. He's so much obstinate that he has decided, let it be. The other time he was asking, is it bad to hang around with your friends? Is it bad to hang around with Kalonzo and Raila Amolo Odinga? And by announcing that he was in Azimio to stay, I think he really rattled them, and they're saying, if you continue on the same breath, then you are going to lose your retirement benefits. They have also begun a propaganda to try and intimidate Uhuru. That the reason why he has come up back in full swing is because they threatened to form a commission of inquiry into the depth and extent of state capture, how some money was used, and how they are alleging that some money were stashed in boxes and some cartons, and they took them, I don't know, somewhere. They are the only people who know. And so they have crafted this narrative so that they can convince Kenyans that the only reason why Uhuru is reviving the party, why there are a lot of political activities, is because he fears the commission of inquiry. The question one would ask, why can't they just let Uhuru Kenyatta continue and go on with his political maneuvers, and they form their the inquiry? Because Uhuru's movements, political movements and activities, cannot in any way stop them from, commissioning this committee, a commission of inquiry. The only one that I've ever seen that they have ever formed since William Ruto ascended to office is that committee that was rushed to kick out the Cherera 4, the Cherera Irene Nyang'aya Masit, and all those, because it was meant to sanitize Chebukati, who had done a lot of mess in the country. It was meant to legitimize William Samoei Ruto, who was facing, even today, is still facing the legitimacy issues, because the constitution allows him to be the president, but that bit of being accepted in the country as a president is still becoming a problem. No wonder they sometimes ferry people using school buses in their rallies and meetings to show people that they have the face of Kenya. The other time you saw empty chairs, and they are really suffering. So there isn't any commission of inquiry that they have formed. They keep on threatening. We heard of a commission of inquiry to tell us who wanted to kill Wafula Chebukati, when Akombe asked a very simple question, that we live in a very funny country. Musando died, no one has ever questioned, no commission of inquiry has ever been formed to look into the mysterious death of Musando. Yet we want to form a commission of inquiry to look into who wanted to kill. Which one is the waiter who was killed, or allegations of who wanted to kill. And so they keep on threatening. And people like Kimani Chungwa should go ahead and form a commission of inquiry instead of threatening. So, ladies and gentlemen, the return of Uhuru Kenyatta is really a thorn in the flesh. It is causing sleepless nights, because Uhuru Kenyatta is going to wrestle what we call a kingpin. Rigathi really wanted to become a kingpin, but it is not very easy. He has been pocketed, or rather, he's like a slave. He cannot talk about issues, real issues that their people go through. He continues to say that he is the mouthpiece, that they are shareholders, but hakuna matunda. Hakuna matunda. What is your opinion? Should Uhuru Kenyatta be gagged from speaking his mind when the government continues to blame him for every problem and he really feels bad? Does it mean, I think whatever Uhuru is, he's wondering, isn't there anything good that he did to this country? When we were suffering from the corona pandemic, I remember Uhuru cushioned us, lowering the taxes and the interest rates, subsidies and everything. And people are asking this one question. If it was Ruto who was left with us, or if he was the president during the corona, what do you think would have happened? We don't even want to imagine. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are yet to see more of this political drama between the former number one and the number two. What is your take?